Hello, loves. It's Hills from the Blue Flame Apothecary. I'm feeling a little. I've come on to talk about Kali. She's been very active this year. Might remember that Kali energy was part of the portal of destiny back at the end of July, beginning of August, that Uranus, Mars, North Node, Kali conjunction. Since then, Kali's asteroid has been moving slowly towards the end degrees of Taurus, and basically over the last 2 weeks has been at a standstill directly atop the star Algol. We've talked about Algol before, the third eye of Medusa in the constellation Perseus, the demon star. Kali is the demon slayer. Well, yesterday, the 27th of September, she began moving backwards. She's going to travel back over that spot right around 18 degrees of Taurus, where the portal of destiny was activated, crossing over Uranus again, and the ever narrowing square with Saturn, coming all the way back to about 12 degrees of Taurus, when on the 30th of December, just before the Gregorian calendar's New Year's Eve celebrations begin, she'll start to shift focus forward again. There is a way that this has been feeling in my system, this dance that Kali is doing in Taurus. Taurus energy with Uranus having been in Taurus for so long and in its retrograde now, coming back into that square again, almost exact with Saturn. That was such a theme of last year. There's a lot of breaking down of the old. We also have that Capricorn, Pluto, Isa energy that is happening to build the new earth. Now, Kali's energy, one of the biggest templates of Kali's energy is that of one who will strip away all that's not true by any means necessary. Always in your best interest, always in your best interest. But sometimes it can be a little painful, you know. We get stuck in our routines. We think that it's working for us because it's what's always worked for us. I feel like I should put quotes around "worked for us." There's these, we get into these patterns. Relationships in particular have this aspect to them where we're just so used to being friends with somebody or in a romantic relationship with somebody that we can't envisage, we can't even imagine what it would mean to not be in that relationship, even if it's dysfunctional, if it's not actually what's true and it's creating a stagnation in our system. So Kali comes in and is like, yeah, that's not true for you anymore, and will blow it up in some fashion, either through an action that you do, like a big fight, if it's a friendship or a relationship that's not functioning anymore, or some other, seemingly fated event will happen that creates the dissolution of that situation. What it feels like we're gonna go into this with where this standstill has occurred. This on top of this star Algol, the stellar dimension of Algol, where what's being broken down is untruths about the actual frequency of that star. So one of the ways that we can feel into this for ourselves is breaking down all of those barriers that we've created that demonize aspects of ourselves. The places where we have allowed ourselves to accept a story about us that's not really true. And where this standstill is happening is actually in an exact trine to the Pluto Isa conjunction in Capricorn. So Pluto, we've got Pluto having moved retrograde last month, if I remember correctly, and Isa has been there, and they're in this gifting trine. Pluto's breaking down anything about the way we've structured our society. Capricorn is about structure. But as I pointed out in my last update and in the newsletter for this Libra new moon, it's also about pursuit of highest potential. So it's breaking down anything that's not true, revealing secrets about what is actually true. And Kali has been gifting this particular conjunction. Trine is a gift. It's a place where your gift lays. So we can see that she's come in and she's like, I am going to stand my ground right here. I am going to sit here. I'm going to drill down on this point of where have I been demonized? Where have I been othered? Where have I been told that this is the only way or this is the only truth when it's not even true at all? I'm going to sit here for a little while until we can start to feel that empowerment of self and that inner sovereignty. And we've had all of the other things that have been going on over these last couple of months to really help us nail that home, right? Now she's traversing back through all of that ground that was covered through the Lion's Gate portal, through the portal of destiny, all the way back to really where things started around the Cancer new moon, of this birthing of new sense of self energy. We've had that as a loud template for the last couple of years, but it's been really amped up since the eclipse season. And we're actually coming into eclipse season. The next full moon is not an eclipse, but it kind of opens the gateway to eclipse season. The next new moon is. There are a lot of different aspects to Kali. She can come across as a very aggressive energy, but she's also like divine mother energy. And a lot of the potentiality, this pursuit of highest potential that she's kind of is going to come in as dragging us back through in all of those degrees of Taurus to re-examine. Because remember, retrogrades are internal. It's about us. It's not what's going on outside. It's, okay, now what's true for me? So if we're looking at this birthing of new earth, can you think of your physical body instead? Feel into your physical beingness. What is true about your physical beingness? What is true about who you are? Your earthly manifestation of self. And perhaps the places where you're dense or heavy and where you can bring some more lightness. There's this sense of her kind of dragging you back through everything that you have done over the last couple of months to bring through new senses of being so that you can see anything you might have left behind, anything, or that you tried to carry forward that wasn't actually true for you, that wasn't meant to be carried forward. And then almost like okay, and now let's start this new year off right. She's like, okay, now the Gregorian calendar is about to shift. It's going to be 2023. Let's see if we can try this one more time and shift through Taurus, past Algol again, past Uranus again, and then come back out into Gemini. And by the time Kali has shifted all the way out of Taurus, it will be right around the time that Pluto is making its first foray into Aquarius. And Mars will be about ready to come out of its retrograde in Gemini. So it's almost like this final sweep over the earthly plane, over your physical beingness, so that when those first forays into the real new come in, you have like violet flamed the fuck out of yourself. I suppose it's gonna get a little fiery if Kali's being talked about, isn't it? Oh, it does feel like we're in golden shadow territory. We are being gifted an opportunity to feel into our internal structures and all of the places where we are not in alignment with our truth. And then to move forward again as the year begins anew, as we shift into 2023, kind of was released, revitalized. That's an interesting way, and I'm feeling that life force. Kali is also associated with the blood. It can be hot-blooded, right? Can we feel into the purification? Can we even feel into that word, purification? Fire. Kali is a fire spirit. She can manifest flames from her arms. Maybe we can feel into flames coming through our beingness, clearing out everything that's not true. This would be a really good time over these next couple of months when we're in this Kali retrograde and everything else that's happening. These last couple of months of 2022 were pretty intense. But good. I really feel called to stress, yes, it's going to get a little chaotic maybe seeming, but hasn't it been chaotic? And yes, it could get really loud and things are going to start falling away at a faster rate potentially, but they've already been falling away and they don't fucking work anyhow. They don't fucking work. So who cares? Let them fall. Oh, yep, there's Kali. Sorry. Yep, she's not gonna stand for anything that's not true. And she's gonna do it with love. And with so much passion. So I keep feeling this rose gold gratitude meditation that came through. It was the first meditation that actually came through my channel. And I'm going to share that with everyone. But there was actually an oracle reading that came through for this past lunar cycle in the members portal. And I'm feeling really called to share that one as well. It's associated with a hand-mined amethyst from Arizona that has this really strong, deep red iron ore in its center that's peeking out. It kind of feels like that oracle reading. Even as it was finishing, I was like, oh, this is for everyone. This is for everyone. And Kali felt really present in that. There was some really good practices. So I'm going to share that. It'll be live on the YouTube channel within the next day or two. I keep just hearing shine a light, shine a light, shine a light. And that's not just for me. That's not my message from my guides only. This is Kali. This is Kali saying, shine your light. Shine your light. It is so needed right now. And don't forget to ask for help if you're feeling depleted. Don't forget to ask. We are all here doing the same work in different ways because we are unique beings of light. And each and every one of us also needs help. If you are a light worker, however you're called to share and shine light, wherever you're called to share and shine light, this is, the alarm clock has gone off. It is time. But also, because of everything that's happening and going to be happening over these next couple of months, when you feel depleted, if you are feeling like your light is having a hard time shining through the fog, raise your hand, say, help. Whether you ask for help from your angels, from groups that you're a part of that help hold space with you and for you. If you want to come join the members portal and on Patreon, I'll put a link below. We support each other beautifully in that space, but wherever it is that you can find the source of resourcing your light, because this is all your light. This is not light separate from you. All light is you, and you are all light. But we can get stuck. We can get heavy. We can feel depleted. And so it's important to recognize the symptoms when that's happening. Maybe exhaustion, or you're feeling frayed nerves, frayed edges. Allow yourself to recenter however that works for you, however that is best done for you. Maybe it's dancing around your kitchen and singing at the top of your lungs. Maybe it's a walk in the woods, a swim, watching a TV show. It can, whatever it is that actually like replenishes you and grounds you, because that's a big piece as well. There's going to be so much call for your light and so many upgrades coming in that finding ways to ground yourself is also really important right now. Yes, this is about Kali, and yes, this is about Pluto and Uranus squaring Saturn again, and eclipse season starting, and all of the things that are happening over these next couple of months in the falling away that I got so fiery about earlier. But this is also the birth of the new. We are building the new from the ashes. This is a phoenix rising, and it's not happening in isolation from all of these timelines. Are like DNA. They are interwoven, and they will find the way to the truest. And that's part of what this Kali retrograde and then cycle forward again in Taurus feels like it's all about, is a reminder that what's being asked for is that we, each and every one of us, really hold ourselves to the fire of what is true. What is true? how am I called to journey through this falling and crashings of man? How am I called to remember the truth about who I am and what I am? How am I called to shine my light, to share my light, to allow myself to receive light? And that could be the biggest piece. That could be the biggest piece. Can you receive love? Can you receive light? Can you open yourself up enough? Feel safe enough to allow yourself to also receive that love and light? Yes, we are dancing amongst the ruins in some ways. We are here, many of us as light workers right now, are specialists who are called in and who come in because we have a unique ability to be the light in a heavy space, to be the lightness in a heavy, dense space. And I feel really called right now to just express my deep, deep, deep gratitude for you saying yes in all of the ways that you say yes every moment of every day. Let me feel if there is any peace. I would love to hear your comments. How does it feel like you're being called to share your light? And what resonates for you as being a light worker? What does that mean to you? How do you feel about this amazing potentiality that we are witness to, this beautiful remembering that's happening? You can call it an awakening, an enlivening, an enlightening, a lightening. Interesting. Uranus is very tied to lightning. What feels truest to you? How are you called to journey? I would love to hear anything that resonated. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and be notified when, ring the bell so you're notified. There will be links below for the members portal and for the blueflameapothecary.com, so you can check out the apothecary goodies in the shop. I'm about to launch some new one-on-one session offerings, so stay tuned for that. I should have more details next week. There's also the Cosmic Light Drops update. You can subscribe to get that newsletter. There will be links below. All the stuff will have all the links, and I'll put complimentary frequencies on from the channel, probably an Algol and Portal of Destiny videos, energy updates. Allow yourself to be held. Allow yourself to be held. Remember that, yes, Kali is the demon slayer, but she is also Divine Mother. You can be enveloped in her flaming golden arms, and she will tear out, burn away anything that's not true, leaving you with a nice golden polish, shining your light evermore. As always, and in all ways, so much and many loves to you from all the dimensions.